What's up, cooks? It's Wednesday. So we have officially been on lockdown for like 4 weeks. And I don't know about you, I'm having a little bit of, I'm having a lot of cabin fever. But it's cabin fever that's keeping us safe, right? So I figured we went on a road trip through Tennessee, and we ran across this store called the Smoky Mountain Knife Works. And it is the largest knife store. That's what they say. It's over 100,000 square feet of knives, all kinds of knives. So fishing knives, hunting knives. But in the basement, they have a big, huge counter that goes on and on and on, filled with kitchen knives. And I got this Zwilling Henckels Pro Rocking Santoku. It's a 7-inch rocking Santoku, so it's like a fusion knife. I figured we would take a little tour because we've been cramped up in the house and we haven't been able to get to our favorite kitchen stores lately. So I figure we will take a look at our little shopping trip so we can have a little fun even though we're stuck in the house. So when we come back, we're going to cut a few things and see how this knife performs. So join me. What's Up Wednesday, and we're going to take a little shopping trip at the Smoky Mountain Knife Works in Zwilling, Tennessee. The Smoky Mountain Knife Works is the largest knife store in the world. When we drove up, I knew that we were in for a treat because the building is absolutely huge. They sell all kinds of different knives, fishing, hunting, any kind of knife that you could ever want, they have it. They also have a really nice selection of kitchen knives in the lower part of the store. So when we walked up to the store, they usually have lemonade and snow cones, but it wasn't open today, so Eric got behind the counter and was acting like he was gonna serve us some fresh squeezed lemonade. So when you walk in the store, you see rows and rows of knives. There's tons of them. There's also a lot of animals and stuff, statues. It's really fun. And then you get to the swords, and they had a lot of beautiful swords of all different types. And of course, Eric had to show out. But of course, we were there for one thing and one thing only, the kitchen knives. And they have a ton of them. I would say that their offerings were mostly German-style knives. We did see some Japanese knives, but not a huge selection. So that was so much fun. Being locked in the house, I needed that as a little treat because I want to get out of here and get to my favorite stores, right? And so at least it gives me a little bit of that. So when we were at that store, I got this 7-inch rocking Santoku. And I thought this was kind of interesting because it is a hybrid knife. So even though Santokus tend to be flat at the bottom, so it's better for a push cut, right? This is rocking, and I'm used to doing a rocking motion. That's how I learned to cut. So I think this is pretty interesting. So let's take this thing out of the box and first see what we got. So I paid $49.99 for this knife, which I thought was a pretty good deal. Ooh, sweet. So we have a little handbook. Oh, I like this because it has all their knives in it, right? The Pro collection. So it gives me an idea of what they got. And here's the knife. That's a pretty interesting shape, huh? Ice hardened, made in Germany. Look at the shape on that thing. It's definitely not shaped like your classic Santoku. Santokus are like flat, and sometimes they have like a, I don't know if you call it a beak into it, but it's rounded like this. So there's not like this tip on it. Sort of rounded down here, and it comes straight on the knife. This one's got a tip for this kind of work and a rocker for this kind of work. Let me grab, I want some little apple slices, so let me grab a couple apples and we'll see how this knife works, and I'll give it a little wash. Okay, so I'm already kind of liking this because I really like the rocking. So here's a tomato, and you know our tomatoes are looking pretty out there because you know, we've been in the house 4 weeks and I'm too scared to go to the store. So let's see. Sweet.
Those are a little on the soft side. How'd it do, Amy?
Yeah, it's kind of soft, but it's cuts. It's really sharp.
Because normally you use you use a tomato knife.
Yeah. This is pretty sharp. Can I get a towel? Thank you, Boo. Let's try this apple. Yeah, this knife is nice and sharp. Right out of the box. Make some apple wedges here.
Clean up courtesy of Boo's industrial waste recyclers, right?
Boo, clean up aisle 4.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, this is pretty good. This knife feels really good in my hand. Tasty apple. Let's cut up a carrot. All I have is these baby carrots. I don't have any big carrots.
Well, we can pretend they're bigger.
Yeah, we can pretend they're big. So we're going to try the rocking on this. Yeah, I like this knife. This knife is actually perfect for me. I like it. It's slightly...
How's the balance in your hand and all that, the weight and everything?
It's slightly handle heavy, a little bit to me. It's kind of got a big, beefy handle compared to a lot of other of their knives that I've used. It has a lot of metal here in this area in the where the bolster would be. It doesn't have a bolster, so you can sharpen all the way to the end of the knife, but it's got kind of a lot of metal there. It's kind of a thick knife, so.
But it's not crazy heavy, is it?
It's not crazy heavy, but it is kind of a thick knife. It's a lot thinner. It's a lot thicker than a Santoku. To me, it's even kind of thicker than some chef's knife that I've used. So cooks, I think this is a cool knife. I hope you thought that was fun, us going down to that knife store. We had a blast there. We were amazed. They didn't have like a huge assortment of, you know, different brands and stuff, but they had a pretty good collection. They didn't have a lot of Japanese knives.
Put this into context. We got to Pigeon Forge the night before, only because some of the other towns were booked solid for hotel rooms and stuff, and we had no idea Pigeon Forge is what it is, right?
Yeah.
Las Vegas of Tennessee, or whatever you want to call it. We didn't know how much fun. I mean, it was a carnival at night, big old Ferris wheel at nighttime. We're like, what's this? But on the way out, we saw this building. We just had to go in, right, Boo?
Yep, we had to go there.
So
It was fun.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So cooks, I hope you're having a great Wednesday. I hope you're keeping your chin up. We've been making a lot of bread because we have not been to the store in 4 weeks. So I actually have a little bit of bread right here that I made. This is what's left, so I gotta make it.
Is that all the bread we got, Boo? We're getting low. Can you go make some more?
Yeah, I've been having to make it like every 2 days, so yeah. So, but it's been fun, right?
Do you hear this noise over here, Boo Boo? Growl, growl, growl. That's my toaster growling.
Oh, my toaster's lonely. So I hope you have a nice week. We might go live this weekend. We thought about doing it last weekend, but things just came up and we weren't able to. So if we are going to go live, I'll post the live stream early so you'll get notifications. Also, if you're in my Facebook group, facebook.com/group/Amy Learns to Cook, you'll see, I'll put a posting in there if we're going to go live. And yeah, so, you know, stay tough, cooks. We got this. If you like this video, please subscribe below. Leave me a comment and a like, and visit my website at amylearnstocook.com. I'm also on social media at Pinterest and Twitter at Amy Learns to Cook. Facebook, again, facebook.com/groups/Amy Learns to Cook. And on Instagram, I'm at Cookin' with Amy. Apples. Yum.
Catch yourself.
My eyes twitching, twitching, twitching. My eyes twitching, twitching, twitching.
Yo, my eyes are twitching.
Oh, my eyes lid is twitching.